Gotta say, I'm surprised that you picked me. Nerdy goblin girls aren't typically the first choice humans make. At least that's what my research suggested. According to my books, most humans would go for the vampire or one of the other monsters. Why didn't you pick them? Fascinating. So humans do have different preferences. So, what was it about me that you found so interesting? You can tell me? Come on! Is it because I'm short? Or my long pointy ears? My big green eyes? You okay? You're turning a nice shade of pink there. I'm too close? Oh, I'm so sorry. Was that uncomfortable for you? I'm just really excited to meet a human. I didn't realize how close I was getting. I tend to do that a lot, just kind of act without thinking when I'm excited or distracted. I know I promised not to ask so many questions, but I did want to ask you something, because none of my books could give me a solid answer. How do two humans fall in love? You don't know? How could you not know? You're a human, right? Then you must know how romance works, right? All my books give me different answers, and I want to know which one is correct. What books do I read? Well, at first, I was looking through the history books. You know, the ones that cover human history. There are famous couples throughout them, but none of these books really go into depth on how those couples met. After some thinking, I thought that maybe I wasn't looking in the right place. So I decided to dedicate part of my studies to human art. After some time looking, I found these amazing picture books. The art is so beautiful, and the way the story progresses by using drawings and text, I'm sure humans consider these masterpieces. My only problem is that the romances are all different. Some couples meet by coincidence. Some start off hating each other and then falling in love. In one book, they start off being cold and distant to each other. Then all of a sudden, they're practically living together. It's just really confusing. I was hoping that you could clear it up for me. I actually have one with me in my bag. Let me show you. Here, you can take a look. Shocking, right? I don't know much about modern human history, but this must be the most cultured art in existence. Oh? I found this in the school library. There were so many of them in the back. I'm surprised no one's even bothered to go look at them. Though that's not saying much since very few people go to the library in the first place. Some of these books were interesting in their own way. I mean, they look similar, but they had a giant number 18 on them. And then there's not much story or depth to them. I guess those must be for biology class or something. I mostly just ignored those books. I'm more intrigued with human romance and emotions. I just find it fascinating how different your culture is compared to goblin culture. In our culture, romance is pretty straightforward. The strongest goblin marries the prettiest goblin. If two goblins are attracted to the same person, they'll fight until one gives up. Whoever wins ends up with the prettiest goblin. Where's my partner? What do you mean? I'm flattered that you think I'm pretty. I wish the other goblins saw me like that. Don't worry, it's nothing. But anyways, what I find interesting is just how different humans view romance. Different humans find beauty and attraction in other humans for different reasons. And those reasons aren't always the same for each couple. No matter how hard I tried to find a common reason, I just don't see it. That gives me an idea. Human, since we're here and we both don't know anything about human romance, would you try a little experiment with me? For tonight, What if we pretend to be a couple? I'm not joking. I'm serious. If researching doesn't provide the answer, then coming up with a theory and experimenting is the next step towards discovering something new. Come on, it might be fun. Great! Okay, I guess the first step would be to know more about each other. Well, I have 15 siblings, and I'm the youngest. Are you surprised by that? It's pretty common for goblins to have lots of kids. Or at least in my small village it was. Like Damon said, I'm studying humans. But not in a creepy way, I swear. I mean, I'm studying humanology in school. Ever since I read human storybooks as a kid, I've wanted to know more about that whole world. I grew up very secluded in goblin culture, so it's exciting to get to learn about other things. What about you? What do you like doing? Interesting. I think I remember reading about those things in a book once. I would definitely love to try that out someday. Since we're talking about our likes and dislikes, would it be okay to ask what you find so interesting about me? I'm not trying to embarrass you again. I'm just really curious. You had so many people to choose from, yet you decided to pick me. You can tell me. Just speak your mind. You think I'm cute? Really? What do you find cute about me? Oh, thank you. But I think you could say the same thing about the other goblin girls if you got to know them. That's not it? You like how passionate I am? What do you mean? Do I really sound that passionate when I talk about my studies? Aw, thanks. Growing up, I was the only goblin girl that enjoyed reading and learning, and it didn't help that I was the only one to wear glasses too. It's something some of the other goblin girls make fun of me for. Of course, I don't let it stop me. All the things I do are fun for me. The others might think it's weird, but it makes me happy. I see. That's what you meant. No matter what others think, I do what makes me happy. I think you might be the first person to tell me that. Goblin or human. I never thought it was a positive thing. But I'm glad that you think it's a good thing. Wait, you think my glasses are cute? Oh, shucks. Thank you. Oh, looks like everyone has partnered up and started dancing. It's really nice, seeing all the couples out there. I wish I could dance like that. What's that? You want to dance with me? Don't be silly. How could I go up there? I don't know the first thing about dancing. You don't either. Then why are you asking me? You're right. I did say that tonight we should pretend to be a couple. And dancing is what couples do. Alright then. I'll let you take my hand. And I'll just follow your lead. One step at a time. Okay. Left, right, left, right. It's a pattern, right? Just moving gently to the soft beat of the music. How do I feel? A little embarrassed, if I'm being honest. I feel like everyone is looking at us. Ignore them? How? Okay, I'll just focus on you and the music. No one else is here. Just the two of us. I don't know what it is, but I can feel all my worries slowly fade away. The lights glistening from your eyes, the firm but gentle way you hold my hand, the way you hold me by the waist, and your smile. I can't describe it, but I'm starting to feel at ease. Is this how it feels like to... Ow! Sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you. That's my fault. I should have been more careful. Let me just get up and... Ow! I think I may have hurt something. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Huh? Huh? Hey, you don't have to carry me. You want to make sure I'm okay? Then just carry me to where we were sitting. Why are you doing this? Everyone was already staring at us. I don't want to embarrass you any more than I already have. You don't care about what they think? We only just met. Yet you're being so kind to me. Others aren't usually so keen on being nice to goblins at first, especially ones like me. Why are you doing all this? Wow. That was very charming of you to say. Almost like out of one of those storybooks I've read. You care that much about me? Huh? Oh, right. My seat. You can put me down now. It's just a little bruise. Well, at least nothing's broken. I'm sorry for being so clumsy. I should have been more careful. You can leave me here. Don't worry about me. I don't want to spoil your evening. Go ahead and talk to somebody else. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to have fun with you. What? Why not? Because that's not what couples do? Couples stay together, no matter what. Is that what human couples do? That makes me happy to know that it's something you'd want to do. I really appreciate everything you're doing for me tonight. Can I ask you something? I know that I had asked to pretend to be a couple, but can we stop pretending? What I mean is, can we be an actual couple? Just this whole evening has been special for me. Every time you said something nice to me, I could feel my cheeks getting warm. When we were out there together on the dance floor, I felt at ease. And when you carried me in your arms, I felt safe. And the pain from my ankle and the stares of everyone just faded away. I've never felt this way before about anyone, and I don't want to lose that feeling. So, if you'll give this nerdy goblin girl a chance, maybe we could become something more. You will? Yes! Thank you! I would stand and hug you right now if my leg didn't hurt. You know, it's still pretty early. What if we grab a couple drinks, some snacks, and just get to know each other a little more? Sounds like a plan?